Hey guys, it's Jenny. Welcome back to the Crafting Bookworm. So we're ready to continue on day 2 of our Freely Forgiven Bible study. Okay, welcome back you guys. If you're new, welcome. I appreciate you guys being here. So we are going to continue on getting this created. For those of you who may not have seen the first video, this is a design team project for Diane at Faith Art Design Studio. And this is kit number 21 of her Faith Windows. This is Freely Forgiven. And it is a Bible study with 7 verses. And we will get into all that in the upcoming days. So right now we are going to finish working on this. This is our inside of our beautiful folio. Okay, and so today we are going to get this, and this covered. What I am going to do though, I'm thinking I'm going to do just maybe separate panels. What do I want for my cover? That would be a really pretty cover, wouldn't it? We could decorate it up. That would be pretty. I actually really like that too. I really love that print because she has that on another, where I used some of it right here. This one's really pretty too. So then we would have like a collaged cover because it would be to there. I think I'm going to do that. I think I might want to do that. What else do I have to use here? There's still a lot of good ones to choose from. Let me pull these out. I also actually have this one that we cut off of. If we did this, I think I like that. And it will still be like that collaged look. I would just have to, that strip would have to, we cut that part off. And so this can go here, like this. That'll be really pretty. So, is this my old one? Sure is. But I can't, you know, imagine not using it. Like I said in my other video, this bottle of Fabri-Tac is the bottle where I dumped all the ones that were like, you know, down to here. And they don't want to come out anymore, or they're always seeping out the top. Well, I put them all in one bottle. So then, and you can see it's barely coming out. I can use it in case of emergency. Okay, so we want to scoot that to the top, like that. Yeah, look at how pretty that is. Oh, it's off a little bit. It's not wanting to scoot up. That is actually the paper where it's not trimmed very good. Yeah, that's really pretty. Okay, so we're going to flip this over. I am going to not go over my folds this time because I don't like, I had done it wrong, and so now I folded it over and glued it. So then when it opens, we got this little ridge here, and I don't like that. I'm not used to doing it like this. I'm used to doing just panels, separate panels, or using fabric. So this is completely new to me. Okay, so there is our cover. Isn't that pretty? Really pretty. Okay, so now the back, before we do that, where's my little flippy? There it is. We're putting this flip on here. But before I put the flip on, I'm going to have to cover it. So it's going to be right here. Because, like I said, I'm not making it like a journal, so I'm not going to have a whole lot of space. And this is just for extra for another Bible verse. So I might be sewing in just some writing pages, just a couple pages for writing notes, if I need to do that. So we're going to cover this first. I already rounded these edges. I'm not going to round these ones on the outside, though, I don't think. I'm just going to keep those squared. So what do we want to put on this? This one is really pretty. Let's just not think about it and just go and just do it. Okay, I hope that everybody is having a fabulous day. It is Saturday and we will be having our Bible study tonight. We have not had a family Bible study in about 5 weeks because we had our vacation, and then my daughter and her family had their vacation, and then we had, on the next Saturday, we had the concert. And then that following weekend, my daughter's husband surprised her with a getaway for her birthday. So they did another little mini vacation for Friday, Saturday, and then they came back Sunday. So this is our first family Bible study in a long time. But don't get me wrong, I have my Bible study every single morning. I get into God's Word, and I do anywhere from 1 to 4 chapters each morning. It depends on how much I find, how much I dig, as to how many chapters I get read. Especially if it's during the week when I have my grandson, and I like to sit outside in the mornings. It's so nice. Like this morning it was like 73. It's now 10:15 and it's 93. So it jumped up a lot in just that short bit of time. Okay, so now we're going to round these again. And there we go. So this is going to get glued on here. Like that. Let's do the back. Now this is just a part of the file folder where the automatic fold goes, so I didn't have to score or anything. It just worked. What do I want? So if this is the back and it's going to be here, what do I want? I really kind of wanted something more solid, so I think what I'm going to do is use this one. I think that will look the best right there. I don't want it to be super busy. So we're now going to, that's not, sorry you guys, I'm a mess this morning. This was not trimmed. There we go. All right. That's still a little bit off right there, but that's okay. I should not have rounded the corners when I first rounded. But I was trying to get a look to see how it would look. So I rounded the corners before I even covered it. And I should have just covered it first. It would have been so much easier. So I think what I'll do this time I'll just cut around that. Cut the paper around the rounded corners instead of trying to use my corner rounder again. I'd like to get one of the corner chompers. See, a lot of people use those and they really seem to work nice. Okay, so we gotta line it up at the edge and the top and bottom. I think I got that pretty easy. It seems like I did. I'm thinking maybe if I have some washi tape, that would work. I could put washi tape on these edges. That or just ink it really good. Like I said, it's just going to be for my own personal use, so I think it'll be okay. Alright, and now we've got to trim this and not cut into, at least it tells you if you're cutting into it when your scissors won't cut. We don't want to cut that off. Okay, I think I got it pretty good. Alright. So now this is going to get glued to this. For that extra bit. Alrighty. Of course, it's not going to come out. I had somebody comment on my last video, one of my last videos uploaded, the peekaboo windows, and she's talking about, well, yeah, all I have to do is run the water through the tip and it'll clean all the gunk out. And I know that part. What I'm trying to figure out is how to prevent it from clogging up the tip. To start with, I thought the pin was supposed to be the answer for that, and I can't always have the pin in, and it does this. I have cleaned this nozzle out many, many times, just specifically this bottle, and then the bottles before that. So I'm just trying to figure out what can be done. Look at how pretty that is. And then this will be like this. I'm just trying to figure out what can be done to prevent it at all. I think the back of it, I really like this, but I'd want the whole back to be like that. This would be pretty though. This would be a pretty on the back. Right. Yeah, it's going to be, I mean, I can still do it. It's just going to have some of this on there, but I really would rather have something more solid. Maybe I'll just go with this on the back instead of the stripes. I think that's what I will do. So I'm going back with my Fabri-Tac. We're going over all of this part. All of that. Seems to be coming out just a little bit better. Okay. Making sure that that is going on there. Straight. Where is my... I really like to get these edges. I think that's pretty good. Well, we got a little bit of that blue strip on there, but that's okay. Is that part? Oh, there's a little bit there. We have two more to do. There's the cover. Look at how pretty that is. We did not get all the way to the edge, but that's okay because I can ink this up right here. It must have pulled a little bit when I was gluing because there's a little bit of that edge. Do I want to do this or do I want to do a blue? Yeah, that'll be nice. That's a little bit right there that needs to be yeah, I think this will work on the edges okay. And cover all that up. This is such a pretty color anyway. Okay, we'll get the rest of that once we finish these two. Okay, so there's just so many pretty ones to choose from. I really like this too. This one's already cut, so maybe we should just go with this one. Oh, I didn't trim one of these. Didn't trim it. Oh yeah, duh, the one I just put on. This is not going to be easy because of the way that this folded. I can't can't bring it up. There we go. I know I'm not in frame, you guys. Okay. Get a little piece right here. Okay. Now back on here. What was I doing? I was doing this one. Okay, let's do that one. I see another part that's got to be trimmed. It's okay, we will worry about that. I'm going to get this glued on. And it's barely coming out again. Just like leaving a streak on the file folder. Okay. I'm going to line up the bottom portion. I did not cut this straight. So I had to reline that. But if you guys have been watching me, you know that I am not a straight cutter. And I probably never will be a straight cutter. And then this is the other part I saw that needed to be trimmed. Okay. All right, so now there's that one on. And now I got one more to put on, and that is right here. I'm going to go this way. Do that. We're going to do this so we can get some color in there. Gonna have to, this is not laying, well now it is. I guess it was just the way it was pushing it. Oh, I forgot, I gotta trim this. I am just all over the place this morning, you guys. Forgive me for that. Squirrel. That's what's going on. I'm going to line this up that we get all of this covered. A little bit more this way. Where's that fold at? Okay, because we don't want to be on the fold. So I'm trying to make sure that we're not on that fold. Okay, we're good. So I think what I'm going to do is just hold this and start gluing so that it's not going to move on me. I mean, I know I can move it and stuff while I'm... We don't want that on there. I can move it and shift it and all that stuff, but this is sometimes easier. And I'm gluing it this way against this edge because that edge will be easier to cut off of, I feel like. Because if I wanted to cut off of this edge, I'd have to fold it the opposite direction because this part folds inwards. So it folds in this way, I think. Does it? I don't remember. I'm all turned around. Okay, so now we want to, let's go this way. We're going to fold the rest of this, or glue the rest of this. Now, we're going to cut this. That's my tipping, or my flip. Okay, and there it is. It is completely, oh no. Look what I did. I put these upside down. Let's see, is this the one that I just did? No. Yeah, that's the one I just did, but can I fix it? Can we get this off? What? Oh, don't tear. Don't tear. There, you got to see a mistake. Not too bad though. Okay. Is that gonna fold? Yeah. Well, I don't think I'm gonna get this one fixed because that's been glued on there for a while. This one, we were able to, I'm gonna use that. Doesn't look like we're going to use that either. Were you guys telling me? Stop! It's upside down. That's what happens when you get it all mixed around and then... Alright, let's go ahead and just trim this piece off. Sorry if I'm out of frame, guys. So, we've got an upside down panel. But you know what? I think it'll be okay. For the most part, it looks really pretty. Oh, we didn't. We got to ink this back part still. Do I need to... We do need to put a little glue on there. It was going so well, too. The whole thing was going well. And then, disaster. Okay, maybe not disaster. Okay, so there is that. Okay, and so now, I think I'm going to put some note pages here and maybe some note pages here. Just for writing. It's only going to be a couple sheets of like regular paper. And then I'll put note pages here. In that section too, maybe. I'm thinking, because like I said, I don't want it to be a full-blown journal. I don't want it to be this big, huge thing. So, I might have to re-glue that, you guys. Because it sounds like it's not stuck there. I wonder if I can... The top part is, though. I'm just going to leave it, but I can hear that right there where it's not completely... The paper's not completely glued on there. But that's what happened. There's a mistake for you guys. So I'm going to get my, I don't know, how long have we been on this video? Oh, it's been 34 minutes. So we're 4 minutes over. So I'm going to end it right here, and then there may be some way I can shorten it a little bit, but when we come back, we will finish getting this done. We'll get pockets and stuff added, and maybe sew in our note pages. I think maybe in just these 2 places, or I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that's where I'm going to leave it off at, you guys, and we will resume this in our next video. So I thank you so much for staying tuned, and I'll see you in the next one.